Let's talk about social media and its impact on teens. We'll take a look at various sources of definitions and research along the way. McCann International defines social media as online applications, platforms, and media which aim to facilitate interaction, collaboration, and sharing of content. If you know anything about social media, you probably know about Facebook and Twitter, for example, two of the prime information sharing social media available. Teens love social media, and that's a part of this discussion. We want to talk about getting our teens involved with it in the classroom. So let's look at some statistics. 93% of teens use the internet. This is a remarkable number, up nearly 30% from 2000 and up about 12 to 13% from just 2007. So the numbers are on the rise. We have to imagine that we're not very far away from this number being 100%. Yes, even low income. 70% of teens whose family income is less than $30,000 a year have a computer in their home. And remarkably, 41% of teens from these low-income homes access the internet via their cell phone. So, if your students are saying, well, I don't have a computer, there's still a good chance that they can get on the internet because they probably have a cell phone where they're accessing social media. 75% of kids 12 to 17 have a cell phone. And we know a lot of them are getting on that way. So that brings up another interesting point about how we are teaching. The average teen sends 50 texts per day. Might be interesting to think about how we might incorporate that into our own classroom. Is that a social media? Certainly. Sharing information. 73% of teens are on a social network like Facebook. For ages 14 to 17, the number leaps to 82%. So if you're teaching kids in that age range, you know that they're on it already. What can we do about that? Only 38% of teens share content online. So if you go back to the number we just talked about, with so many kids on Facebook, what are they doing there? They're not writing a lot, and they're not writing blog posts because that number is only 14%. That's astonishingly low for such a powerful social media platform. Some eye-opening conclusions and questions based on all of this information. Income's rarely a stumbling block for teens in technology acquisition. We've already seen that in the $30,000 and under category, 70% of those kids still have computers. Mobile access to social media may soon surpass PCs. We see that a remarkably high number of kids have cell phones and are using them to access social media. There appears to be amazing potential for social media as a teaching and learning tool. Most students bring cell phones to school, yet most schools continue to ban their use. This is something we need to think about and discuss as educators. Think of these questions. Now, if you answer no to most of these, that's a problem, considering that most likely your students are using one or more of those: Twitter, Facebook, Digo. We need to get better at this. How can you use social media as a teaching tool in your classroom? Hopefully we're going to learn this. Most importantly, are you willing to do so? You can only help your students climb the mountain if you're willing to climb it yourself. Let's learn social media and how to use it in the classroom.